And now, the Pond Report for early spring 2010.
Having experienced the inland hurricane from the previous year, it was determined that an above-ground storm shelter was the first item on the farm's agenda for the new decade. So, the Greenhorn paid the farm a visit to mark the spot and then direct the folks from Earthworks on where to dump a few tons of pea gravel as nesting material for the 25-ton storm shelter. And of course, the Greenhorn turned his face to the task of not only preparing the landing site, but parts of the landing strip as well, which involved digging a few drainage ditches and shoveling a few ton more of gravel. No more than a few days later, Rebecca arrived at the farm to inspect the work her husband did in preparation for the farm's safe shed, which would arrive later that day. She saw the 6 tons of gravel raked out and driven over at the double gate entrance. She saw the scars of drainage trenches he dug both outside and inside the property line. And she saw the pea gravel pad pleasantly placed near the fire pit, level and true and awaiting the arrival of its massive counterpart. Right on time, the safe shed folks showed up, all rigged up and ready to deliver as promised. Well, they backed the shed into place, a little bit off-center, so they pulled it forward to straighten her out and proceeded to get stuck in the mud and the mire faster than any Illinois governor. The safe shed folks decided to unload the storm shelter right where it was in order to get their rig unstuck. The problem was that even though the delivery truck was unloaded, it still was stuck in the mud. Well, Rebecca flagged down a local farmer on a tractor, hoping he could pull the delivery truck out. Turns out it was the little red tractor that couldn't. In the third round of the mud wars, Rebecca flagged down a tread tractor that happened to be down the road a piece. The driver of the tread tractor said he'd give it a try. Yeah, I can just hear this conversation. Hey, buddy, can you help us out? The Final Four starts in a couple hours. Well, the little guy backed himself up to the big guy, rigged himself up, and in no time had that stuck delivery truck unstuck. This, of course, made the safe shed men very happy. And as they drove off-site, in hopes of getting home in time to catch the tip-off, the little safe shed remained behind, a little off-kilter, detached from the longing embrace of the pea gravel pad, until a drier day when the delivery men would return and unite the two as one. This has been the Pond Report for early spring 2010. Keep dry, y'all.